What's up, YouTube? I figured it was about time I updated my in the bag video. I got quite a few new discs in here to show you guys, as well as kind of a different system I've been working with lately. First of all, it's an Innova Deluxe bag. We got the backpack straps going. Definitely recommended. I keep like first aid stuff, a multi-tool, flashlight, pens and pencils, all that kind of stuff in here, towels, and all that good stuff. Right now I have this thing totally jammed with plastic, but I don't ever really carry all these at once. These are all throwers that I throw at various times. Usually once I get to the course and figure out, where I'm going to be playing, I'll take some out, depending on what I think I'm going to actually throw for that course or that round. Also depends on the conditions. I have some overstable stuff that I'll pull out if it's, dead wind. A lot of times I'm not going to need to throw it. So I carry, a bunch of different discs to cover all my bases, but then I'll pull some out depending on which ones I think I won't need for that course. So these are all throwers. Some of them end up in my backup bag sometimes in case somebody comes out to play doesn't have any plastic. I usually have a full set for people to borrow to play. Alright, so onto the discs. First and foremost, probably my favorite disc is a Discraft soft magnet. This one's like 165. It's super beat up. Flight plate's all warped, but it's really flippy, and I just love it. It's such a finesse disc. I know I can throw it on a frozen rope. Just throw it on a hyzer and it'll pop up and go perfectly straight. Maybe float a little to the right and come back for downhill. Downhill drives, short drives where I know I need to hit a gap, I'll use this disc, and it's also my main, finesse approach disc. Since it's nice and flippy, I can throw it for little flick anhysers, little backhand anhysers out and around trees to hit putts, and great disc to lay up too, because it'll slide up and usually doesn't roll too much. Awesome disc. I don't know how I'd play without it these days. Okay, other putters that I have. My main putters are Banger GTs. I got a pair of them. They're like pretty much identical. Got them the same time, the same color. They're beat in right around the same level, same weight. They're like 165. Really like these discs. They're stable. They're decent in the wind. I know I can release it with a little anhyzer and I'll come right back and drop in. Feeling really consistent with them lately. I want to get a soft banger for this winter time, just because these can get a little slippery when it's really, really cold out. But yeah, that's what I'm putting with right now. Carry a bunch of other putters. With another soft magnet that I'm trying to beat up and get as a backup for my orange one. This one's on its way. It's already a little bit warped and kind of beat up, but just a backup. I have Star AVR. This particular one is super floppy. It's got a fantastic grip. Another awesome driving putter if I know I need to hit a gap, or for something downhill or in the woods and stuff. I like throwing putters a lot when I can, so I'll throw this guy. This one also sometimes is my main putter, but I've just been digging the bangers lately. I kind of switch back and forth a lot, but still carry this guy. This is a great approach disc, great short range driver. R-Pro Dart. This thing is awesome. They fly super far. Oh, it's almost like a mid-range. I can throw it about as far as a buzz. This is slower, and but you can throw it pretty hard. It's not going to turn over completely, on you. I'll throw it, and it'll always pretty much go straight, finish to the left. I actually have trouble with this disc, just overthrowing the pin. It's got a lot of distance for a putter. It's actually kind of hard to dial in sometimes. I'm on a longer approach, or I think about throwing a regular putter, and I'll throw this to get a little more distance and end up overthrowing it. So it's kind of a tricky disc in that respect, but I'm still working with it. They fly really far though. Really cool disc. Definitely recommend this as like a beginner disc too. I bet you one of these would be all you'd need to start out. I also carry an R-Pro Pig from time to time. This one I'll usually carry if I know it's windy. It is helpful to have though, just for little like spike hyzer putts and approaches where I want to throw it up and around something and have it really spike down and sit. It's a nice disc. I actually really like the R-Pro plastic. I feel like people don't dig it so much, but this thing has fantastic grip and really sweet disc. But yeah, mostly use it for windy conditions. Alright, on to some mid-ranges. This was my favorite disc for a long time, and now it's just flat out getting too flippy for me. It's an ESP Meteor by Discraft. It's an ace disc, and just a really awesome disc. It's you know, I used to love it when I was starting out. I would definitely recommend it for beginners and stuff, but this one's getting a little beat up, and I just have trouble getting it to fly the route I want. You know, either it'll turn over too much or not enough. I just found a little bit of trouble with it lately, so I haven't thrown it very much. Still a good disc though. I have a pair of Comets. They're both X plastic. This one's a little bit stickier because it's newer. This one's a little bit worn in. They both do about the same flight. They're both right around. I haven't been giving you weights on anything, huh? Pretty much all my discs are between 165 and like 172. So, yeah, I'll probably forget to tell you the weights on the rest of them. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, Comet's really nice for straight shots, finesse shots, turnovers. I really like them. They got a lot of glide. Usually I use them for shots that have to go gently to the right or hard right. For straight shots and some turnovers, I'll be throwing this Buzz. I got two Buzzes. This Hop Devil one is X plastic. It's a little bit beat up, so it'll just hold absolutely any line. It'll take a hyzer and hold it. It'll go real straight. It'll take a turnover and hold it. Super versatile, just awesome disc. I really like the X plastic. It's got a good grip. It's broken in nice. Has more glide than other Buzzes I've thrown in other plastics, including this one, this FLX Buzz. This is a real flat top and beautiful disc. I know I can throw it real hard and it won't turn over, and just go real straight and finish to the left. Definitely more stable than my X Buzz, so I've been digging it. Also, I carry a Hornet. This one's ESP from 2010 Ace Race. Really nice disc. Basically, if there's a headwind, I'll throw this into the headwind. Unless it's super strong, it'll still turn over. But with this disc, I can throw it flat into the headwind and it'll fly like a Buzz with no wind. It's pretty interesting, actually. You know, they say that's aggressive into the wind. I absolutely found that to be true. You know, you can throw it hard into a pretty strong wind and it won't turn over. It'll just fly real straight. Has glide, you know, into the wind, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, I'll usually only really carry this if it's windy out. A lot of times it'll stay in the car. Alright, on to some drivers. Got a whole bunch in here. First of all, I got this old school Viper. It's from like 1991. I got it in the used bin out here. Really nice disc. It's got some dings and stuff. As you know, yeah, it's a whatever 20-year-old disc. So you know, it's in really good shape considering that. And I like it for the grip. It'll fly real straight, finish to the left. I mostly use it for throwing over ponds and stuff because it's just like an old DX disc. It's not really worth much. On to flippy stuff. I have a Star Valkyrie 150. This is my first Ace disc. I really like this disc. I just never end up throwing it very much for whatever reason. I'm not really sure. I just don't end up tossing it. It's been in my backup bag lately, but still an awesome disc. It goes really straight. Throw it for like flip up hyzer shots. I have Star Vulcan, Mr. Spock Sharpie on there. This is a really good disc for hyzer flips as well. Max distance. I can throw it really far, or far for me at least. I get a lot of distance out of it. The only problem is it's kind of a weird shape to it, and I have trouble with it popping out of my grip a little early when it gets wet. So I've been kind of getting away from it lately and throwing other stuff, but still a really nice disc, and still get good distance out of it when I don't have, you know, grip troubles. My main distance drivers lately have been Surges. I have an FLX Surge SS, which is really nice, flippy, but not too flippy. You know, I'll throw it on a little hyzer and let it pop up and go, or if I throw it mostly flat, I'll turn over and come back for the most part. I have this slightly beat up ESP Surge, which is probably my main distance driver right now. Throw it on a little hyzer, it'll turn over and kind of come back, and get good distance out of it. A lot of glide, comfortable in the hand. Then I have this FLX Surge, which happens to be just ridiculous stable. I don't know what it is. It's not much flatter than my other Surge. I think it's just because of the FLX plastic is, you know, usually more stable. I think it's really stable. I use it when I'm into a headwind, or if I need to hook hard left and still have some glide, I'll throw this guy. Also have two Z Stalkers, one glow, one regular. This is the one that gets thrown more often. I've had it for a while. It's broken in slightly, so it just goes real straight. This one still finishes a little bit harder to the left, but still nice straight flyer. Good discs. I don't throw them as much as I used to, but I still like them. Kind of, you know, if I would want to throw a buzz, but I don't think it'll quite make it, I'll throw one of these. Another awesome distance driver is a Pro D Force 150. Just picked this one up. I still need to hit like a tree or two with it, and then it'll start to do what I want it to do. Where, you know, these 150 Forces have a lot of glide, and once I hit a couple of trees, I can throw it on a hyzer. It'll pop up and go really straight, and just carries really nicely. Good speed, and really controllable. So I love these. I'm gonna go pick up another one for the winter, just because the Pro D grip is so nice for the winter time. I had one that I used all last winter, and I lost it in a pond in the springtime, so I replaced it with this one for this winter. I had a couple of nukes. I got a Pro D nuke for the winter time. Really good grip. It's still decently stable. Probably a little bit less stable than my ESP, which is a first run. Even though this thing is super beat, like you might be able to see, the edges just chewed up. It's still really stable. I still throw it for hyzers all the time. That's all I ever really use it for, so I guess I don't hit many trees with it lately, so it's stayed as stable as it has been for probably a year. It doesn't fly any different from what I can tell. Don't throw it a ton. I only really throw it for big hyzers, but when I need to pull it out, it works every time. And then this Pro D one, same kind of thing. This one might turn over just a little bit more, and I like the grip for it, but I think once it gets beat up a little bit, I'll like it for flip hyzers and flip up distance shots. And finally, absolutely most stable, FLX Predator. This thing is just ridiculous stable. Cuts super hard to the left. That's all I throw it for, is strong headwinds and shots that need to hook left. Yeah, it's got awesome grip. I really like the FLX plastic in general. And yeah, so there you go. That's about it. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about any of these discs or any disc golf related topic you think I might be able to help you out with, feel free to leave